Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another cool chill stream here on the Slant. My name's Polly, and I'm joined with my buddy Clobbering Times. Clobbering?
Yo, it's clobbering time. Yo, Paulie. Hey, man, thank you for having me here, sir. I'm very honored.
Yeah, man. I wanted to kind of when I do these things, it's so I can brush up again as far as like my hosting and little producing skills
Sure.
on the show. So then Thursday night when we have like four or five guests and then like all the elements, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna show my face. Um, Evening, everybody. We'll be here as long as it feels good.
Yeah, we are here.
Um, we are here. What's funny though is that it's like there's a couple of news items that I think slipped through the cracks of the fandom. Um, as well as like kind of like some Latino tinged uh, stories as well. So I thought I'd go over them and then maybe preview Thursday's show because Thursday's show is gonna not only is gonna be cool because it's a part one. So you're gonna be involved in part two on the next week's big show, um, which we'll get to later. We'll get to later. But first, Clobbering, tell us how you're doing, man.
Well, we avoided one hurricane, but as you
Mhm.
know, that's never enough. It's always this time of year, man. We're looking at Hurricane Laura now that is going to be rolling in the next day or two, and bracing for it big time. It's something about this time of year, my friend. I'm going to tell you, I don't know what it is. This is 15 years to pretty much the day of Katrina.
Mm.
Um, Up until a few years back, I went to the con in Atlanta called Dragon Con at this time every year, the Labor Day weekend every year,
Hmm.
and almost like 20 years straight, and almost never missed it. So now that, of course, con has been called off. It's one of the biggest cons in the country in Atlanta. But it always just, man, I can't tell you how many times right at this week, hurricanes just said, you know what? We need a vacation too. We'll take the Labor Day weekend and screw things up. And
Mm.
so we don't know. We're really concerned on this one, but I'm hoping it just kind of fizzles out for us.
Me too, man. Me too. So the one that did you guys duck it or what was
Uh,
the story with that one? What was it
well,
called?
it was Marco, and it kind of puttered out a little, and then kind of took a bit of a left turn. Houston's about to get a pretty good run of it, but from what I
Mm.
understand, it's going to be just maybe a lot of weather and nothing super terrible.
Hmm.
Laura, however, looks like, I mean, it could be like a Cat 3 or something, and it's going to do
Mm.
a lot of damage, and it's going to do a lot of inland damage as well, from what we understand. And yeah, so where I'm at personally. Uh, I'm going to just probably get flooded in. Hope we don't lose electricity for too long. I'm probably going to get flooded in where we can't go anywhere for a couple of days or whatever. And where I live, it gets flooded pretty badly. So
Now you say this so nonchalantly.
it's my whole life. If you're dumb enough to live down here in Louisiana, you go through it almost every year,
Yeah, yeah.
to varying degrees.
Now,
And
did you grow up there?
I've never grown up, but I'm from. I lived my first 20 something years in Baton Rouge. Then I lived the next 20 outside of New Orleans, and then now back here for the past couple of like almost a couple of decades back in Baton Rouge. So yes, unfortunately, a Louisiana native, and I am not by choice. You just kind of end up where you are, man.
Huh.
No, it's
Uh,
not fun.
but as far as like your whole kid adult life, you've lived in Louisiana.
Yes, Baton Rouge, all through the 60s, 70s, and everything. And yeah, started the first comic shop down in the Gulf South, like back in the early 80s. So yeah, yes, indeed, it's
No, I
not
got
too
a
exciting.
buddy. Yeah, I got a best buddy. I'm hoping that he's gonna be tuning in. He's in your time zone. He's in Austin, Texas right now.
Mm.
And we met in Austin and we're roommates. And then he became one of my first students in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a brown belt now. Um, uh, Creator, animator, a lot like Makini. I connected him in Makini. So you know, Courtney, if you're listening, love you, brother. But Courtney is out of Shreveport.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, that's northern Louisiana, about like 3 miles from. Excuse me, like 3 hours from Dallas or so. And
Hmm.
back when I and that's where we used to. That's a bunch of Cowboys people. That's cowboy country. Dallas Cowboys fans. Boo
Mm.
hiss. We're Saints fans down here. So yeah, we're like, dude, you guys are in Louisiana. You have no excuse to be Cowboys fans, but they're all Cowboys fans, even though it's Louisiana.
I don't. He's not a very sports dude from what I remember. He's ex-military, but then just like the biggest, geeky nerd, like
Oh, cool.
games and yeah, he's really cool. I'm hoping to like really kind of just bring him into the whole community here because there's some really cool like-minded people. Um,
Yeah.
he's just an independent thinker, and he drives buses for Austin
Oh,
Capital Metro. If you guys are just joining us, I see some people rolling on in. Thank you so much. My name's Polly. It is a Tuesday night. We're doing a couple things here, but joined by like quickly becoming one of my closest fandom buddies, Clobbering Times.
yeah. It's clobbering time, as the thing would say. The ever
Yeah,
loving blue eyed thing, my favorite character. How did you guess?
yeah, and it was my dad's favorite comic for him as him when he was growing up as a kid in Phoenix.
My kind of guy,
Um,
the FF. FF, man.
yeah, he's gonna be 70 in 2 days, so getting presents ready for him.
Wow. He's not that much older than me, man. He's almost contemporary with me now.
What are you
Oh,
talking
good
about?
Lord.
What
Dude,
was
I'm
that?
old. Well, I mean, we're close to contemporaries. I mean, he's going to hit 70. He ain't got much on me. I hit 56 a couple weeks ago, bud.
All right. I'll be
Yeah.
50 next month. I'll be 50
Oh,
next month.
man. The big 5 I remember my 50th.
Yeah.
You know what I got? You know what my mom did for me for my 50th birthday? You want to hear what a
Yeah.
geek is, man? 50 years old now. I get
Yeah.
home from work. I get to my mom and dad's from work, and you know what
Yeah.
the birthday decorations are?
No.
Batman, Brave and the Bold stuff everywhere because my son picked it out. She wouldn't know Batman if he fell on top
No.
of her, but so I'm like, yes, this
Yeah.
is a birthday for a 5-year-old, but it was a 50-year-old, and I loved it, of course.
Well, speaking of presents, in a few weeks, and our good buddy Eric K is here. Hail
Eric,
all. What's up,
oh,
brother? Thanks for joining us. I mean, he's like, yeah, Mr. Mod. We
indeed,
got we got some good friends, man, that are like the top mods in the fandom. Hail Eric, ¿cómo estás? Here before we haven't really talked. We're just like been warming up, but before we begin, speaking of gifts, I got your gift and Eric K's. You guys are going to be the first generation of Latino Slant supporters to get the Slant coffee cup. Look at
oh, dude, that is awesome. I
Isn't
love
that
it, man.
cool?
That
Look
is
at it.
too cool.
It's got the guy with the fan.
I'm gonna have to make you a clobbering time cup now, man. I will some if I want to learn how.
So it's gonna have your name on it, bro. It's gonna have your
Oh my
name right
goodness,
here. Eric K is gonna have his name right there.
that is cool.
Um, so the first round I got are just for the hosts right now, like Kai, um, Barrio Boychek, and Jesse, who's our newest member, who's going to he's come on officially. I don't know if you saw last week's show, but he's a pretty smart and funny guy, really funny. Um, oh. I was just talking about you, Willie Seager, watching Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows, and hanging with y'all. Ooh, nice, cool.
Okay, I don't know that. I'm a Sherlock Holmes fan, but I don't know that film
There's
or the
our
series.
boy. There's Courtney Blackman, who I was telling you about.
Hail.
Courtney, Hale, you got to tell Clobber Times, um, where in Louisiana are you from? I said you're from out of Shreveport. He's gonna kill me if I'm wrong. Uh,
Maybe
but
Morgan
thanks for
City or something. That'd be close. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So just type that on, man. Eric, sweet, I love it. Damn, you're going all out. Uh, Jesse is cool. Who's Jesse? Kind of
I don't
lost
know, but
me.
I wish I had Jesse's girl though.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm just getting this. Hold on. I'm just getting this alert. We have a Linda alert. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. There.
oh
Ah,
my.
Linda.
Oh,
How are you, sweetheart?
all the world is
Hi.
waiting for you.
Hi.
Oh, the RDJ one. Oh
What?
my.
She's still a babe. Did you see her the
Oh
other day?
yes. Oh my God, man.
Did you see her the other day?
She is a true Amazon. Eternally young. Fantastic, dude.
All right, we got to take it off. But then thank you, production team for letting us know that Linda is now in the house.
Yes,
Yes, we love Linda.
Linda.
All right. So Courtney says that's right. He's out of Shreveport. There you go.
Okay, excellent.
Um, Clobberin Times is where are you again right now? Out of New
Baton
Orleans?
Rouge. Baton
Baton
Rouge.
Rouge.
About
Okay.
5 hours from Shreveport, I believe.
Okay.
Roughly, yeah.
All right. And Eric's like, it is the RDJ second Sherlock Holmes. Oh, that second one was really good because it had a real cool montage on the train. There's like this whole like train and like like bullets flying all over the place type of
I'm a
deal.
big Sherlock Holmes fan for the books and everything.
Hmm.
That's why I didn't watch those films much because I don't think really needed to be a buddy cop show. For Sherlock Holmes is not really action. It doesn't lend it to action adventure as much
Hmm.
for me. But I've heard those are good. And RDJ is
Mm.
great, and Jude Law. They're great actors. Yeah.
Well, those those movies are actually Smoking Hot Wonder Woman. Yes, sir. Those movies in particular are actually very kind of like, it's Guy Ritchie.
Yes, it
It's Guy
is.
Ritchie.
But
Yeah. Yeah, he
whom I
killed
don't,
it in those movies.
I don't forgive him for his Man from Uncle. I didn't watch it. I
So,
just don't forgive him. Sorry.
right, right. Did I see, wasn't that with Henry Cavill?
Yes, and Arnie Hammer. It's just that I'm a big fan of the old
Mm.
show, so I jokingly go, "No one else should ever play Napoleon solo but Robert Vaughn." It's a geek thing, it was a great old show. But
You're
I actually
such a
think it's.
geek, dude. You're
Oh
just
no,
like
I'm awful, man.
you're
I'm a,
you're you're so like you're stuck in your ways, but you're nice about it.
well, I'm a purist, and a purist gets
Yeah.
used as an insult or a pejorative sometimes. I wear it like a badge of honor. It doesn't mean I don't accept
Yeah.
new things, but there are certain things that if I think it's really classic, I don't need to see it remade. I don't really care for it. I said that was the way it is. I mean, they're going to do it anyway. They're not going to consult
Hmm.
me. But for
Yeah.
me, it always almost shows how good the original is.
So those tuning in, Courtney, and others in particular, Clobber Times used to run a couple of different comic book shops in Louisiana, correct?
Yep, ran a few and owned one for a while. Yeah, so I was in the
They,
biz in
yeah.
off at the '80s, man. The '80s. I don't know if you read comic, if you ever much of a regular comic book reader. The '80s was
Hmm.
a renaissance for the wonderful art form of comic books. It was some of the most amazing time to be reading comics. Just astonishing.
Well, I was a kid, and I remember getting into the X-Men around 138, right when the Brood started, the whole Brood uh, alien invasion of the Brood. Remember that? Remember them?
Yeah, well, that's one issue after the Dark Phoenix saga. Yeah, right around when Byrne was about to
Right.
leave the Brood, Kitty Pryde showing up. Oh yeah,
Kitty
yep,
Pryde. It was
great
right
era.
after. So it made me go back a little bit and check out Dark Phoenix, but um, yeah, it was a really cool era. Kitty Pryde was introduced, and I believe who was introduced right like I stuck with it for a few years. It
Well,
was it
Dazzler
was
was
a
close to
nice
that as well. Dazzler was around that time.
Dazzler.
As
Yeah,
far
yeah.
as an introduction, I mean,
Right, right. As far as introduction,
man, Dark Phoenix
Eric.
messed us up, man. We were like, dude,
Mm,
that was a killer story. We were like, we were pretty shaken up by it because we didn't know they were gonna, kill her for the first of many times.
right. And then there's, probably one of the greatest characters in comic books, and they just don't know how to do her on film.
No, they've tried. They've had two bites at the apple of Dark Phoenix, and in the cartoon it's been tried. Even the old '90s cartoons. Wow. Yeah,
There
originally in
you
that
go.
story that she didn't die in the original story.
Right. Then she just
They
like, what happened to her?
well, it was originally planned they were going to it was drawn. They came up later with a special edition comic book a year or two later, where they showed
Hmm.
the original ending that was intended, and she lives and her powers just get taken away. But
Mm.
an idiot editor in chief at the time, Jim Shooter, said, "You know what? No, she destroyed a whole planet full of asparagus people, so she has to die." So she forced him to redraw it, and she dies.
See, there's Courtney chiming in. Jim Lee drawing.
That was much later in the X-Men. Yes, he drew when they revamped it in early '90 or something like that. It sold
Mhm.
over a few million copies. It was just called X-Men #1, not the Uncanny X-Men.
Right, right, right. And I know at that time I think I think I was into the first, like, I want to say 20 issues of the New Mutants.
Oh yeah, they were first started with a graphic novel, and then they had their own series. I was working the shop when that came out.
Yeah. So I remember that I remember that I remember the cover of that New Mutants. It almost looked like they were kind of like the police strobe light found them, and they're like, you know, hot. I'm trying to remember that first issue #1 of the New Mutants. It's pretty cool, man. I really liked it.
I remember a purple background, but I can't remember everything else. Why I remember that, I don't even know. But yes, I
Yeah.
remember #1. I could be wrong.
So let's talk about some good news first, and
Sure.
then we'll go down the rabbit hole that is fandom. I know, man. Um, one of let's get rid of this thing. Um, one of cinema's finest
Yes.
turned 90 or 91 today.
90, I heard. I believe 90, man. My
I
man.
mean, that's amazing. I mean, take a look at this. Okay, so we have James Bond right there, of course. Top right, we're gonna go clockwise. I'm looking at
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, Professor. What was his
Hmm.
full name?
Henry Jones Sr.
Oh
Henry
God.
Jones Sr. I love that movie.
Oh God, that's such a beautiful movie. I mean, what a great father and son movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've heard
come
people not
on.
like that. That was so unlike Connery, dude. Name me another role where he played like the nebbish, nerdy, bookworm type. Because when I first went to see the film, I went in cold, didn't know much, and I thought
Hmm.
he's Indiana Jones's dad. He's going to be a badass, like Indiana
Hmm.
Jones. And then it was such a
Hmm.
nice twist that he wasn't. He was, and
No,
that
no.
was a departure for Sean
No.
Connery.
I totally agree. I totally agree. And he was kind of an undercover playboy because he did get the ladies also.
Yeah, but it was a
Um,
bookworm and a chicken, and it was great.
yeah, it was great. But the other movie. Well, let's go down these movies. Then you had
Okay,
Hunt for Red October right there.
great one, love it. John Clancy
Yeah,
adaptation.
John Clancy. And I'm looking at this one on the bottom with the long hair. The bottom corner. I don't know what movie that's from.
That's what's the one with Nicolas Cage, the one on this the Bruckheimer film. What was it?
Oh, The Rock.
The
That's
Rock.
The
The Rock.
Rock.
Yes, thank you.
That's hilarious. I
Yeah,
forgot he, I forgot he had the long hair at the beginning.
that's right. Yeah,
Oh my God.
He's the best thing in that film
That's a good
for
film.
me.
That's
Yeah.
a good film. I do. I mean, I like. I love the whole setup of that movie. A lot of great character actors that are in that movie. A lot of great
Yes,
character actors. And then there's a movie where he plays the doctor for the cure for cancer, I believe. Like he's in the Amazon.
that is correct. I forget the
Um,
title though.
I forget the title. If anyone knows the title of that Sean Connery movie, and I believe he's with Lorraine Bracco in that movie.
I think you would be correct, sir.
Yeah,
But
Lorraine
yeah.
Bracco's gorgeous woman as well.
Hmm.
Um, loved her in Goodfellas, and then of course Brian De Palma's The Untouchables with Kevin
Love it.
Costner.
For
It's the
which he won
Chicago way.
the Chicago way. He puts a knife, he pull a gun. Since one of yours to the
Yeah.
hospital, several hips to the morgue. He won an Oscar for that. Love the soundtrack score by Ennio Morricone. Good Lord, love
Mm.
that film. Love it.
So there's a movie. Um, oh, that's it. There we go.
Medicine Man. Thank
Medicine
you.
Man.
Well done, sir.
Of
Well played,
course,
sir.
Eric K. Of course, it's Eric K.
Of course,
Of
but he
course,
knows his
of
stuff there,
course,
man.
of course.
Well done, sir.
You guys just tuning in. Thanks a lot. It's Slant. It's a Slant After Dark. No, it's I know that doesn't sound right.
I like that. Works for
It's
me,
just
man.
we're just a streaming slant, getting ready for the big show on Thursday night, talking to our good buddy Clobbering Time. It's Clobbering
Yo,
Time.
it's clobbering time.
And if you guys haven't, Courtney, or anyone else listening, please subscribe to this channel. We're at 91 subs. Can you believe that?
All right. You get there, man. You will move up faster and faster. I know it, buddy.
Well, I'm also trying to hit the Latino communities as well too, because they need to
Hmm.
know that we're here and that we're different. We're not, doing you know, I was watching some. Let me take Sean off for a second. Love you, Sean, but
Hmm.
happy birthday, amigo.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God, that reminds me, Highlander. I mean, he was he was awesome in
Oh,
Highlander.
God, yes. Two wasn't very good. Two was terrible, but he was great. That first
Yeah.
one.
Now, pendejo. When he would use Spanish in that movie, I would crack up
Ramirez, right?
because Ramirez. Yes. Yeah, great.
Yep.
And then there's that movie where he was the writer, the book writer, and he teaches that black kid to write, and that the black kid can is like Connery knows he's the next great American author. What is that movie? It's a
Oh,
it's Gus Van Sant.
Gus Van Sant. Hmm.
It's in the 90s, and Connery. I think they meet because the black kid is playing basketball outside of his window, and he keeps bugging the shit out of Connery. And anyone in the Eric K, are you there?
You got me, buddy.
Um, oh, Finding Forrester,
Oh, that might be it.
Forrester. Anyways, he was kind of out of his element in that movie as well. Like as far as like not your typical macho, uh, So he was like a book guy, an author or writer, and this kid that he was mentoring. He was, would speak street language, and then at one point, Sean Connery says, "You're the man now, dog."
He's a treasure, man. He's my first. He's my first James
Uh,
Bond. Yes,
yeah,
that's how old I am. He's my first. I saw him Diamonds of
yes.
Forever in the theater back in 72ish or 3 or something like that on a double bill with Live and Let Die. And I was a very young kid,
Mm,
right? So I watched
yeah,
it and I enjoyed the film. And then the next
yeah.
film stores, and it's, of course, Roger Moore's first one, Live and Let Die. And I don't understand why they're two different actors. I don't guess why. I just didn't know and make the connection at the time that, wait a minute, he's the same dude, but just played by someone else. but I loved them. And of
Yeah.
course, for from 1972 on to this last time, that terrible, what I thought was terrible Spectre. I've been at the theater every time for a James Bond film. I'm a Bond freak, even though I don't
Yeah.
like the new ones. So until next, I'm not going to go to the new one though.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've always watched each one in the theater ever since I was a kid. The first one in the theater for me was Moonraker. Me going
Nice.
to the movie theater on my own. I think it was 9 or 10. I would see a lot of films on my own because in Westwood Village there's about it's like a it's like a concentration of a half a dozen movie theaters within 5 blocks, 6 blocks. Um, Westwood Village is right next to UCLA. So
Hmm.
you had just all the UCLA kids, and then Westwood Village was also right next to Bel Air and Beverly Hills. So it was a pretty cool place to go. My dad, speaking of dad again, would he cut hair in Westwood Village in the late 70s or early 80s. So I would take one bus, Clobberin, from my house,
Hmm.
go see him. He'd give me money for the arcade and for the movies.
Nice.
And man, yeah,
Yeah, Moonraker. I love
it,
Moonraker. By the way, 79.
Moonraker's
79.
79.
Mhm.
And I remember The Spy Who Loved Me just like kind of like they aired it on TV, or my mom would play the Carly Simon song.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but then yeah,
That was a great one.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
when
Roger Moore.
they made an event of it when they showed a Bond film on ABC on a Sunday
Mm,
special Sunday night back then. That was a big deal,
correct.
man.
Yeah.
If you wanted to watch a Bond movie, you would see it on the big ABC Sunday night event thing, and man, that was special because you weren't a lot of VCRs and that stuff at that time, and man, so oh yeah, ABC,
We
buddy.
just we just got a new subscriber alert. The MySphere Origin just subscribed. So thank you, MySphere. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Uh, you will get a handwritten letter from our crack staff of chachas and cholos here at the Latino Slant. Say,
Nice.
muy gracias.
Is that anything like a no
Uh,
prize?
what do you say? He played the writer Forrester. That's right.
Okay.
Eric Gary has his green screen operational now.
Oh,
Who's
cool.
Gary? Who's Gary?
Nerdrotic.
Oh, our Godfather. Yes,
Yeah, Gary Nerdrotic. Oh, yes, that's right. He's putting his
I
new
saw.
studio together.
I
Wow,
saw you.
dude.
Yeah. Have you see that? Did you see like the video he was doing?
Not only a little bit. I saw he's got that damn was it that Spider-Man pinball machine? Oh man, I want. Good
Yeah,
lord,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
awesome,
And
dude.
then yeah, and then they're really going all out with the direction. It's like, dude, why are you gonna leave California, bro? You're back home in northern San Diego. I just hate to see him go. I hate to see common sense people leave this great state. And anyways, but that's another conversation.
But if he
Um,
does move close to me and open a comic shop one day, I will make a trip there.
you're so selfish. It's not about you. It's about
No, I'm
me.
just saying. I said if he does. Yeah. No, but I'm just saying if he does, and if he opens one in
Yeah.
California, I'll try to go to that one because he's
So
cool.
my good friend Courtney Blackman is hanging out with us for the first time. He's a dear friend. Um, Courtney, this is the man cave at my new house here in Mid City, Los Angeles. Courtney, you're always welcome to come, and we have an extra room, and we go get to train jujitsu together. It's one of my dear friends. I love and miss him. I hope you're doing well. Um, Eric K, he should just move to Encinitas. Yeah, Encinitas is a great coast town. I love Encinitas. Um, yeah, so cool. What was I? So, there was quite a bit of discussion this morning on Loki's channel with you
Yes,
in the chat room, and this guy I
Trekker,
don't even, okay.
and yes,
So I'd like to wrap up. I'd like to share my thoughts
Sure.
on on that, and that kind of like made me want to reach out and grab you. And yes, we are drinking from our badass Latino slant cups.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
um, and guys, let me know if anyone wants to join us in a minute. Eric K, if you want to join us, or Courtney. Courtney's not much of a talker. He's a very quiet man.
Like me, then. Like me, he's very shy. What you're saying?
He's very shy, but I don't know if you're. I wouldn't say you're shy. You have a good personality, man.
Oh, you're too
Um,
kind. You're too kind. And I
so
love that hat, by the way. Cool.
yeah, well, that's good.
Badass
So
there, man.
my
Classic.
it's a classic. Jeremy a couple weeks ago put a video out disparaging Diego Luna, calling him trash
Yeah.
for saying that uh, you know it's that he's now coming to terms with um, his privilege in a racist system. This is Diego Luna talking about the class system of Mexico, which is completely different than the race system or any system, here in the United States. And Jeremy didn't specify it. He didn't dig into the article, didn't dig into who Diego Luna is all about, and it really pissed me off.
I
It
remember you
really
talking
pissed
about that. Yeah.
yeah. And it's like, I could be like, oh, screw Jeremy, he doesn't know what he's talking about, da 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 da. But it's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go on my show and give you my info, my knowledge on Diego Luna, and but I'm gonna still subscribe and check Jeremy out. Um,
Hmm.
I think the thing that so that's one thing, right? But I think what Anti-Tracker was hitting on is that sometimes they run with these stories because there might be a smidgen of the same rhetoric that they want to keep hitting on with people. Oh, there's that white privilege again. I'm gonna run with it. Oh, he's trash. He's this, he's that. It's like, for an affluent Latino man, upper class Mexican American to say that, that's a big deal. So I really didn't, so I see that through line in some of these with some of our guys that we know and love that they'll take an incident and just run with it because if it goes along with their rhetoric that they're trying to push, and it's like, okay, I'm with some of it, but I don't agree 100%. Uh, but I'm not going to cancel them out. Obviously, I'm not just like you said, I'm not going to call them liars or call them anything. I'm just going to say, well,
Yeah.
look, I don't agree. Here's my opinion, and we move on.
And this is different, incidentally. Like Jeremy's calling another human being something bad and from what you're telling me, he's apparently was on the wrong page or did not understand where Diego was coming from, or did maybe he misunderstood. I don't know. This guy's just butthurt because Doomcock and Gary don't like a show he likes, and he's angry. And he called. He in the sound. I don't know if you saw the video really pissed me off because I'm friends with Doomcock, but
Mm.
I agree with him on everything, but I'm friends with him. And he's called him his friend, and then in 2 seconds later called him a liar. Not, I think he's wrong, which is fine. Not, oh, I think he got this wrong or I disagree. Nothing like that. A liar. And that was why that's the problem. No one would be even talking about this if he just said, I disagree with them, and Gary. I like the show, and that's
Hmm.
cool. No, he's whining because they don't like the show, and he wants them to shut up and do what he wants them to do. That's the issue there. That's the way I see
That's
it.
different. That's different.
Yeah, and
That's
Jeremy, I
different.
don't know him, but maybe Jeremy got his wires crossed or did not know. Like you said, like you talk about, he doesn't know what he's talking about. That might literally be the case where he didn't know where Diego was coming from and misinterpreted it. I'm not trying to speak for him, but I admire you for saying, well, he said something that pissed me off, but I'm not throwing him in the garbage can either. I admire that on your part.
No, I don't. I don't roll like that. Definitely.
Good.
And if it's something where it's like, well, I kind of know Diego Luna's career for the last 20 years. I don't think Jeremy has any idea who he is up until Rogue One came out. And, a
Hmm.
lot of people says, oh, I didn't like him in Rogue One. It's like, this is a man whose first language is Spanish, and
Hmm.
he he got cast in a major role in a sci-fi movie. Um,
Yeah.
and it wasn't my favorite performance of his. It was admirable. Um, I still like the movie.
Yeah, I like it
Um,
too. I like it too.
yeah, I mean it's Disney, but I like it, right?
It's the only one
Um,
of the ones that I like.
right, and
Yeah.
you'll watch it again, and I start seeing the little nuances of his character and his performance, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's not bad. He's doing pretty good. Um, but then when they announced that Andrea, his character's getting his own TV show, the fandom was in a
Yeah.
uproar.
Ca-
Who do,
Cassie, forget it.
yeah, and they're like, who cares about this character? And who cares? Da da da. It's like, yo, Diego's one of the biggest, Latin American stars right now. That's actually a very smart move.
Hmm. I did not.
That's
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
yeah, he's what I'd say top five Latino actors in Latin America.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and it's a smart move. Even if it's just the Mexican territory, it's still a smart move.
Yeah.
But make sure it's good stories. We're all about that first, of course.
Sure. Sure.
So maybe I'll do a video about Diego and Rogue One, and like kind of like well, here's why I think you know um, um but going back to all that, it's like it's just
Hmm.
important to it's like we have to practice tolerance, and we have to practice acceptance, and just like cool,
Sure.
that's your opinion. Let's go
Sure.
on. Okay, guys, Eric's gonna join after the movie.
Oh, cool.
Courtney
Cool.
says he has a mic. I put the
Cool.
link in the chat, guys. It's right there. And Eric K did say you do not have to agree with everyone says to enjoy the Discord. I do not agree with anyone 100%.
Same here.
Jeremy Naz, yeah, Jeremy Naz, um, uh, fight on Fight Night Tights. Jeremy was
Yes.
so wrong, could not see he was a hypocrite. Yeah, that was a big fight. I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah. And I
yeah, that
think
was a nasty
Az
one.
was right. I kind of agree with Az on that. But there's the thing about the Paulie for me, man. Look, dude, if I'm, for example, go on my show and I espouse an opinion, and you,
Hmm.
even though we don't know each other that well, if you came out, oh, Mike's full of crap, I think he's wrong. Again, I know you're not calling someone a liar. You're just saying, ah, man, you're full of it. I think it was I liked the
Hmm.
film, or vice versa. I thought it sucked, even though you liked it. Opinions don't bother me in the least. You could think something I love is total pig swill, and you could think something I hate is the greatest thing ever. And as long as we're having a good time joking around about it, and also critiquing it seriously, it's fine. I don't know Anti-Trekker, but I do know that the man claimed, you should see the video, claims he's my very good friend, and then he accused him of
Hmm.
lying, not being wrong or not disagreeing, and not even like a friendly, oh, come on, man, you're full of it. I liked it. It
Hmm.
was flat out calling him a liar. And he attacked Anna. And by the way, when he
Yeah.
said Anna had gotten some things factually wrong, he made two statements right after that that were just geek stuff, not there were Star Trek that
Mm.
he was totally wrong about. I mean, absolutely
Hmm.
wrong about. And he's called anti-Trekker. He doesn't know a Star Trek compared to me, apparently. Not bragging, just saying.
Mm.
So, man, look, live and let live, I
Yeah.
say. And, look, we can disagree, but, man, I wouldn't call you, if you said something I thought was wrong, I would call you a liar. I might say, hey, dude, and by the way, on a video, what if you did have a problem with something I said? I hope you kind of send me a message or something. Said, hey, man,
Yeah.
about this thing you said.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that? No, I'm going to
Hmm.
do a video and call you a liar in front of everybody.
No.
It's
No.
classless, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and listen, I love Loki. Uh, I just
Yes,
I really like where he's coming from. So I
he is a
like how he did a really good interview with
good
uh,
dude, man. I really like Loki. He's a
R
cool dude.
R R R's here.
RR. All
The
right,
pro
RR.
the problem with anti-Trek, with what anti-Trek said was that he questioned Doomcock's character, and he did it in a video, not face to face. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. To
Yep.
question what's in one's soul is not something to be done in a video. And see, you know what, RR, okay, you say that, and that so like for Jeremy to call Diego Luna trash,
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
different.
I didn't like that, man, because anyone that knows Diego Luna's character, he walks the walk. He's been there for the community. He's done productions where he's like not gonna make a dime, not gonna make a dime. Uh so to say he's trash just because he's coming to some sort of awareness that he's been privileged in Mexico
Right.
for it's a lot different than America. It's not
Yeah.
so it's so there we gotta we gotta have a better discernment between these actors who are so annoying as far as like oh, I take responsibility, it's
I
that
take
time,
responsibility. How
to
dramatic.
actors that are in for lack of a better word, that are in the shit. And Diego Luna's
Yeah.
has walked the walk for many years. All right, anyways,
Yeah,
let's get
calling
to
them
some
trash is
people.
extreme. You're right, buddy. Calling them trash. I mean, I saw that as well. I'm like, dude, disagree with him. I mean,
Yeah,
you could say somebody's full of crap, but calling them trash, come on. I'm with
I
you.
mean, what I will give Jeremy is that you know it was a little the timing of the time of all the press that Diego got was because of his new TV show that's on Amazon.
Hmm.
Um, and for him to say those things, it's like, you know what? Wait, we'd say, yeah, no, no mames, wait, cállate, wait. You're saying these right now because BLM. You're
Yeah.
kind of like, you're kind of using the time, come on. You've known what a fucking mess Mexico's been since you were born. All right, so shut up. But I do walk the walk. He does walk the walk. Okay.
Yep.
Uh, let's just get through some of these and we're gonna move on. Shellback,
All
homie.
right. Shellback.
We shouted you out on Wes Moody's channel tonight. Thanks, Shellback. Check this out, Shellback. Check this out, my brothers and sisters. Here it is.
Yes.
I'm currently drinking. I'm not drinking any caffeine right now tonight. Right now, it's just sparkling water in my coffee cup. Thanks so much, Shellback. Thank you so much, man. And I do like your bald head. He just shaved up all his hair. We have a saying in Spanish, you're pelón, and it looks good, man. All
Excellent.
right, what else do we got here before we move on?
Here's Kai.
Exactly, Cloud. Oh no! Oh,
Kai.
oh, Kai's funny, man. Bro, Jeremy ain't never seen a novella. He isn't aware of Latin culture at all. So everything he said came from a place of total ignorance. Doesn't reflect on him. Well, now wait. Now wait. Now wait. Now wait. If he's holding people up to the fire based on their ignorance, he's got to hold himself in the same light. That's all I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. Because we can't claim ignorance, man. If we're coming on
Right.
and giving news items and saying this, that's false rhetoric. And because we can't do that anymore, man. We can't. That to me, people are not racist. They're ignorant,
Hmm.
right? So until they find some enlightenment, right? They're just
Yeah.
gonna keep on being ignorant. It's not my job to change their hearts and minds.
No. But you
you
don't want to
know,
think if I don't know Jeremy very well, but what I do gather is he seems like a good enough dude. Like if he had a chance, if you told him, if I'm not saying you're gonna get to talk to him, but if you
no.
actually explained it to him personally, and he would
Mhm.
probably receptive to like, oh, so you're saying I was proceeding from a false premise, or I didn't
Yeah,
know the whole facts. I think he's probably a good enough guy to admit it if and walk it back. If I don't know, I'm
yeah,
projecting, but I gather that from things I've seen him talk a
yeah,
lot. So
yeah. And listen, I love, like I said, let me take this off. I love Jeremy and his channel. I think he's a
yeah,
ball buster. I think he's a lot of fun. He's great entertainment.
yeah.
Um, and he actually was my first fandom recommendation when I was watching like years ago Star Trek, Star Wars reactions to the trailers. I kept watching
Mm.
so many of the reactors, and then they're like, "Oh, you're geeks and gamers." I'm like, "Oh, what's this? Fandom Menace? What? The what?" That's how that started.
Yeah.
Uh, and oh, look, we got an all-star.
All right.
Hail, Wes
Hail,
Moody
West Moody.
Webcast. What's up, Wes?
All right, man.
What's up, brother? Hope you're
Haters.
doing well. Hope you're doing well. Kai, he wasn't calling out for ignorance. He was saying he was kowtowing. Um,
Yeah.
he called him trash, Kai.
He
He
did,
called
though.
him
Yeah.
trash.
That's
So,
extreme. Yeah.
you're talking about a man's career, his body of work since the late 1990s has been amazing. We're talking about Diego Luna. He, you got to understand these actors that make a name for themselves in their own country, in their own language, and they come to Hollywood and they actually have some success. That's very hard to do. Can you name me any American actors that go to other countries in perform in another language and are successful?
Hmm. I can't.
And not and they, the UK doesn't count.
Does it? I mean, didn't there used to be a time where like a lot of American actors would go over to David Hasselhoff. Remember, he was big in Germany, and so a lot of them would go over to Japan and were really big at some points. But I guess, but does it happen nowadays? I don't know.
My point is that um, you know, um, Diego, for every Diego there's quite a bit that don't make it, and they go back to their own countries in Latin America and are
Hmm.
big fishes in small ponds. All right. No, no, no. Calling him trashes and calling him out on ignorance, though. LOL. You know what, Kai? We're gonna finish this up on our show Thursday night because you're just like starting to take up all this time here.
Diego Luna could have
Uh,
Latin media first.
and then technically the current. So technically, if he did, he double dipped. Oh my God, you're so funny. All right. Uh, Gerard Depardieu. Yeah,
There's one
correct. But he came from
from
a
France.
different from a different speaking a non-English speaking, and
Correct. That's right.
yeah, right. And he'll always have France. He'll always make movies there.
We are from
So
France.
yeah. And then Shellback said trash is one of the words Germany likes to use. So okay,
Yeah.
all right, all right. It's still stung because I'm such a Diego Luna fan. So
No, well, yeah, dude. Look, you don't call. I mean, yeah,
yeah,
it's not like again. Well, let's take Andy Trekker for a second. He's always mad that, and this is a lot of my fault, that Bulgarian Doomcock and others call Jar Jar Abrams Jar Jar Abrams. I started that on the internet in 2009. I'm proud to admit it, but I'm like, dude, okay. First of all, calling somebody trash is a little different, but I said they're making fun of the name of a public figure. It's not like they're attacking you. Yeah, don't cry about be silly stuff, but sure, calling someone trash for saying something you don't like. And I like Jeremy a lot. Not that I know him. Yeah, I'm with you that it's extreme and unnecessary.
again, if he was a douche that I know his career and he's kind of been a douchey dude, I'd be like,
Yeah,
yeah, he's trash. But he's not.
yeah.
I
He's
put
not
those up
Brie
and shut.
Larson. Yeah,
What's that?
he's not Brie Larson.
Hey, Brie Larson worked out for her role though.
Oh,
Not
uh,
like
okay.
Flatman. Not like Flatman.
I like
You
Sparkle
know.
Boy.
Oh, we're coming up to. We have a Batman story, guys. We do
All
have a.
right.
I want to take a moment really quick. Um, this was a lot of fun. I went on a job today, and this guy had some vintage cameras and some vintage equipment, and the nerd in me grabbed and he gave me this. He gave me a
Whoa.
Sanyo cassette stereo.
Oh, wow.
Look at this baby.
Memories there, bud.
Look at that.
Nice.
So I'm
Love
going to
it.
I'm totally going to, it doesn't have a back here, but I'm gonna see if the batteries, if it works with the batteries. So I looked this up. People are selling this for over $100.
Jesus.
This is from 1975. And these babies probably work better than most of the shit we got right now.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Sanyo stereo. So he
Wow.
gave, so besides paying me, he gave me this, and then he gave me and my cousin these two working cameras.
Hmm. My goodness.
This
That's
is
an
a
oldie.
yeah.
Good Lord.
This is a oh God. I'm like trying to take it off without breaking it. Oh, that's because it's upside down. This is a Canon Canonette
Good
from
God.
19. I looked it up. It's from 1961.
Oh,
Look at that baby.
good. Wow, man.
So even if it never works, I'll put it up like in the living room. Oh, we have a new subscriber.
All right, dude.
Courtney Blackman just subscribed. 93. We're up to 93. What?
You'll hit 100 by the end of the night.
Nah, right. So even if this doesn't work, Clobberin, like I'll put it up in the living room as
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice like vintage antique thing because
It's beautiful,
my
man. I love it.
girlfriend has a yeah, my girlfriend's got really good taste, and she's made the house look very lovely.
Nice.
We went from living in a studio in West Hollywood to now living in a two-bedroom plus house in mid LA. We're very blessed.
Nice. Nice.
Yep.
Nice indeed, man. What you got? Oh, my.
Here's mine. Here's mine.
Oh, Lord.
Zenit. I haven't looked this one up yet,
Huh.
but this sucker, I'm like,
It's an oldie.
I don't know what year it's from,
It's a fancy pants,
but
though.
well, I want to see if these babies can work, and I want to take photos. You know what I mean?
You need a dark room to develop the film.
I know there's a whole bunch of film and all the dark rooms. Yeah, yeah. All right. Here we go. Nice blast from the past.
Yeah, I've never seen a Zenit
Nice.
either. I've never heard of a Zenit either, come to
A
think of it.
Zenit, a non-Sony Walkman. Yeah,
Wow.
Sanyo baby, stereo.
Yeah.
It looks like you can. It's got tone. It's got tone, pitch control. So what I need to do is I need to look up the manual online. It's got headphones, tone pitch control. So I need to look up and see what it all can do. Because I got a feeling this thing is like a little recording studio.
Yeah, it does have a record thingy. I didn't have that kind,
So
but back then we had some similar ones,
yeah.
bulky ones.
Yeah, that's a quality Japanese manufacturer there. Stuff lasts forever. Yes, RR, it does.
Yes,
That's awesome
sir.
stuff.
That's right. Love it.
Looks new. You know what, Wes? This if you're referring to this one, um, uh, the one that they're selling on eBay looks shittier than this
Wow.
one, and he's selling it for $100.
Jeez. The Zenit camera looked
On
new, by the way. The
a
Zenit looked new.
Zenit. Well, because he put these away.
Yeah.
I mean, and this gentleman is like, way up there in age. What him and his family are doing is they're closing down the office. and his it's an office of antiques and relics. So most of it's trash, and we were like, helping the family out. But then there's all these gifts, and he gave these to us. He's like, I want you to have these because he saw how excited I got.
Oh man, I love it.
No, because this is what it's about, man. It's like, this this is my thing with people. People are just so out of their minds right now, Clobber,
Yeah,
that they
indeed.
forget they forget that we got more shit in common than not. All right, here we go. I never heard of Zenith. Sounds like my cousin Vinny saying Zenith. Buddy, buddy, man.
Oh
Oh,
man,
oh, what's that? What's that? Another Linda alert?
the
What?
two Utes. Linda, how you doing tonight?
Linda, how are you tonight?
All the world is waiting for you and the magic that you do.
Hi, Linda. Da
Oh
da
my
da da
goodness!
da 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 da
Stop.
da da.
Make a hawk a dove. Stop a war with love. Defend the old red, white, and blue. Sorry.
Oh, I love it. Down, 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 down. And a big transition. I don't mean to kill it for all you men out there, but this is Diego. This is Diego Luna with one of the Narcos in Narcos Mexico.
What he let very bond of him. What is he? What is this film?
Oh,
Ah,
oh,
Narcos.
uh,
Oh, the
this
TV
is a
show.
great TV show. It's two seasons now on Netflix. Diego Luna plays a a
Cop.
no, no, no. He was a cop, but then he becomes the head of the narco union in Mexico. It's a true story.
Mm.
He unionizes the narcos for a while, and it's fascinating because El Chapo is like one of his underlings, you know, before El
Wow.
Chapo was in charge. And it's two seasons on Netflix. I can't tout this show enough. The last season came out earlier this year. But Diego's a shit, man.
Love the
So
chick.
you don't know what you're
Wow.
talking about, Jeremy.
Man.
Hello, Linda. Hello, Linda. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
wonder cleavage. Whoa! You know
It's,
what, Shellback? I
eh.
love you, Shellback, so much that we're gonna go with.
Oh God. Oh my God, man. And to
Are
think we almost got Kathy Lee Crosby instead.
you kidding me?
Before this, a couple of years before, a TV pilot for Wonder Woman starring Kathy Lee Crosby was aired. Ricardo Montalban is the
Hmm.
villain, by the way. And yes, she was
Mm.
blonde and she had a terrible outfit, and it did not sell. That's why when this aired a few years later, a couple of years later, I was shocked that they did a new show, and and of course, you know, it was infinitely better.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Love, love,
Oh,
love it.
she's from Phoenix, Arizona.
Really,
Half Latina. Her mom's Mexican. Oh yeah. Why do you think we love Linda so much, man?
I'd love her if she was from Mars. Are you kidding me?
Well, women are from, was it men are from Mars, women are from Venus?
Yes, sir. Okay, I would love her if she was from Vulcan, but except for the
Well, you know,
pointed ears.
yeah, we get canceled for saying that stuff now.
Ah, yes, sexist pigs. She is everything. She was my at least second love for sure. Because I'm so old, Batgirl was my first love.
Mm,
Well, Batgirl and Judy from Lost in Space.
Judy from Lost in Space.
Marta Kristen.
Kind of vaguely remember that. Vaguely remember that.
Oh, I
Okay,
loved it.
so
Loved
let's
it as
move
a
on.
kid.
Oh, I have some kind of good news. The TV show Penny DreafuL from Showtime today was officially canceled.
Mm.
And we here at the Slant uh, followed the show from episode one and reviewed it because it was a huge Mexican American zoot suit Pachuco subplot, and what could have been an amazing telling of history and interweaving it with supernatural legends uh, turned out to be the worst, more, discriminating portrayal of Mexican Americans, of gay people, of, I mean, it was just like almost offensive, man. And it was just bad. And I was really disappointed because the production quality, and it was on Showtime. Um, um, it really let me, I was really let down by the show.
Mm.
I don't know any of the actors. Um, I respect a couple of the actors that I do recognize. Um, but the production, it went really, let's just call it what it is. It just went woke.
Mm.
And for you to go woke in the 1930s with 2020 eyes,
Oh my God.
it was just ridiculous.
Oh,
So I'm kind of glad that that got canceled because it really made it really made Mexican Americans either the complete victim or they're
the
a
baddie,
gang, and
the
they're
baddies.
gonna,
Right.
yeah, and they're burning down LA because LA is unfair. It didn't happen.
Mm.
It never happened in the
Oh God.
30s.
No.
The actual Zoot Suit riot in 41 was technically an invasion of U.S. sailors that went into the barrios of East LA and beat the shit up on Zoot Suiters and Pachucos. Completely different dynamic, racial dynamic. Back then, it was
Mm.
a different story. I wanted that. Here, it was like
Hmm.
burn, baby, burn. You know, uh, stupid.
Wasn't
It was
wasn't
Penny
that show on
DreafuL.
for a while? By the way, wasn't it on for a few seasons
No,
or no?
right. So check out my reviews, guys, that me and Barrio Boychik did. It's there on my playlist. There's about 4 or 5 videos that we have
Mm.
on the channel, and you'll see what I mean. Um, we really break down, and Barrio Boychik does a great job of breaking down the history of Los Angeles during the 30s and 40s because that's his forte. Um, they had a show called Penny DreafuL for 3 seasons that was set in the UK, and it had the
Oh,
Frankenstein's monster, it had
yeah.
all the monsters. First 2 seasons, fantastic. I mean, that first season was perfect, perfect. Then it just started going,
Mm.
and then they kind of wrapped it up real haphazardly in season 3, the end of season 3. So that's good news because I don't like you know um, you know bad representation for representation's sake. I want great stories. I want an equal playing field. Don't get me wrong, but they got to be great damn stories.
Yeah.
Sailors, what? Yes, Shellback. Yes, yes, my friend. We have to own our history, the good and the bad.
Popeye,
And
really?
there was a lot of fanning of the flames by William Randolph Hearst back in the 30s and in the 40s, fanning the racial flames between um, in Los Angeles of the Anglos, the dominant Anglo society, and the Mexican American society, and then that's when it kind of came to a head. So in those Zoot Suit riots, and right, we got a buddy joining us. Without further ado, Eric K.
Hey,
Eric,
what's happening? What's going
Eric.
on tonight?
Hey, man.
Yeah, movie's done. I decided to move to the computer and hey, I'm here.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah. It's one of the better Guy Ritchie movies, so
Hmm.
It's a really good
Yeah,
film. I
yeah.
recommend anyone seeing the first, go check out the first two. Everyone that's watching, thank you guys so much. We've had some all-stars coming in from one of my oldest friends, Courtney Blackman in the chat, to Wes Moody in the chat. Thanks, brother. Shellback RR, and of course, the great Eric K. Um, cool, man. Let us move on. Um, do you want us? Do you have any thoughts before we move on, Eric K? Is there something on your mind?
I actually missed like the last 5-10 minutes of what you were saying
Oh,
because it was the
oh,
it was the
oh.
end of the movie, so I had to kind of pay attention. So I signed out for a
Yeah,
few.
the Eric K cup is not coming then, by the way.
Oh
Oh
man,
man.
No, mira,
disqualified,
it's gonna be right there, guys. Your name's gonna be right there.
canceled.
Damn.
It'll be Shellback's got his, Clobber Times, Eric K. I got Lorena Creo, Loki, Mexican Iron Man,
Cool.
and then our co-host, or of course, I don't know if Kai's still there. Kai's got his. In fact, tomorrow I'm gonna drive and drop them off because all my co-hosts are within like 40 miles of each other. So
Oh,
I'm gonna do a
sweet.
big loop. Yeah, I'm gonna do a big loop. I'm gonna go see Kai first, then Jesse, head on back towards myself, and drop off to Barrio Boychik. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere right now. Sucks.
Oh man, is it gotten a little better at all for you?
No, hasn't.
Mm,
Mm.
Hasn't
sorry.
really come closer, but it's still burning
Mm,
towards me.
Oh
So,
Lord, damn.
but if I leave, they will not. They already told me. The sheriff said we will not let you back in for any reason.
Oh
And I was
wow,
like, well, I guess I'm staying here. So,
damn.
I
well,
think we're
lucky
gonna.
I got
Yeah,
milk, I got eggs, I got
yeah.
food in the freezer. So I cooked up a bunch of Dutch apple pies and dropped them off to
Ooh.
the fire people.
Mm.
So,
Oh, nice of you, man.
well,
Nice.
I got a couple 100 pounds of apples that are coming off the trees. So I
Excellent.
got to do something with them. Although
Well,
I can't make any more apple pies because I ran out of the other ingredients. So I'm totally out of butter. So oh
hmm
well.
well, I hope the best for you, bro. I hope the
Good
best.
luck, sir. Good luck for sure.
Yeah,
He's got
the
fires.
best.
I got a hurricane. Man, what is all this desire,
Hey,
natural disasters and stuff?
Kai, I can't leave, and you can't get anything delivered here
Yeah,
because I am in a closed area.
you
The
get a
road
kiss.
that I live on is
Get a kiss.
totally shut down. They're not letting anybody in the
Guys,
area.
breaking news, breaking news. I tried to get Mrs. Slant to come on and give me a kiss, and I was denied.
Oh,
Oh
come on.
man.
I wanted that first
Oh,
Mrs. Slant kiss right here, man. She
come
almost came, and
on.
she's like, "No."
Oh man. You just got to get Linda to give you a kiss then.
Oh,
Oh, she doesn't know about Linda. Oh,
no, no, it's not. It's not. You don't say that to. You don't do that. You don't play around like that with Latino women, dude. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
oh
No,
man,
don't
trouble.
play that
Uh,
way.
mhm.
Uh,
Oh man, denied, buddy. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it is because of it. Oh, come on, Miss Slant. I know. We're
Ugh.
waiting for her to make her slant debut one day soon. One day soon. Um, yes, kind of. Okay, so all right, let's move on to the next topic. And these some of these topics have this one in particular, I think, should be talked about a little bit more. This is actually our last topic of the evening. Um, we wished Sean Connery happy birthday. We talked about kind of like, some of that stuff with Anti-Trekker and Jeremy. Had some good chats here, guys. Oh, wait a minute. It's not even on here. before we go, it's not on my list because of the last minute. Let's just give props. 25 years ago, the movie
Hmm.
Desperado came out.
Saw that in the theater way back then.
Desperado. You see here in this poster, you see in the bottom corner, you see Steve Buscemi,
I
and
just
then
see Selma Hayek.
there's
Yeah.
Salma.
Wow.
There's
Yeah.
Salma.
Uh,
Um, where I saw this movie at the Cinerama Dome in Hollywood,
Wasn't it sort
and
of a sequel to El Mariachi?
it is. It
Or sort
is.
of, yeah.
yep,
It is.
it was.
And you know, we didn't know what we were so excited. Anything was possible with the future and the career of Robert Rodriguez because we knew about El Mariachi and it was
Yeah.
like the Sundance thing. And, you know, so when this movie came out, we were like, oh man, he's made it. He's made it. Um, so I tip my hat off to Rodriguez and this film kind of like, combined a lot of cool things as far as like, uh, you know, crime drama, shoot 'em up, bang 'em up, a western, uh, a uh, a music involved, martial arts. It had a little bit of everything, guys, and sex appeal, of course.
I
Um,
forgot totally that Cheech was in this.
No, Cheech. Old Cheech.
oh man, Cheech was the bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, they shot the bartender at the end. He had great lines. He had great lines. What are your now that it's coming back to you guys? Any thoughts about um, um, mariachi?
Great action movie. I mean, the scenes with him fighting and shooting and all that, excellently filmed. That's what I gotta say.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think when I take away the what I remembered the most, because it's been like since then, since I saw it at the theater back in the '90s or whatever. But the
Hmm.
opening sequence when he's playing his music and dancing up on the stage, and he starts kick some dude's ass that's messing with the bar lady or something, and keeps on singing or keeps on playing
Yeah.
rather.
So the
That's a pretty
song is
cool scene at
called
the beginning. Yeah,
it is actually him. It is actually first of all, it's Banderas' voice,
yeah,
but it's with the band Los Lobos, and
yeah. Oh yeah.
a couple things about that afterwards. But the song is called, I believe it's called Mariachi de Amor, Canción de Mariachi. Ay, 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 mi amor, ay, mi morena de mi corazón.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a badass song, dude.
catchy.
Yeah, and he's totally kicking ass with the guitar.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was just badass. Hail
Los Lobos
Desperado.
almost broke up when they did their um, European tour.
Well,
They
we need to do a whole slant show just on the career of one of my favorite bands, Los Lobos, and um, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute because they are going to be talked about in our coming up our big slant show on Thursday night. But yeah, so what had happened was Rodriguez, who was also a guitar picker at the time, he wanted a Texas version of Los Lobos. When Los Lobos wasn't around to do music in a movie, he wanted that band, so he created a band called Chingon. And Chingon, which literally means fucking badass, um, uh, it comprises of him and this band called Del Castillo. Del Castillo is from Austin, Texas. Great band, very talented, amazing guitarist. So their song was featured in Quentin Tarantino's movie Kill Bill. I believe
Oh, okay.
at the at the end of Kill Bill 2. So
Yes.
she's riding off in driving away. She's killed Carradine. The song comes up. It's their own version of La Malagueña. Um, that's a badass song.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's if you ever get a chance,
Hmm.
listen to, of all people, Roy Clark's version.
Mm.
It's absolutely, I mean, it's jaw dropping.
Hmm.
So
So
of all
Shellback,
people, yeah.
yeah, Shellback's version of La Bamba, that's going to be featured next week on the Big Slant Show, and Clobbering
Yeah.
Times and 24/7 are going to be part of that show. This week's show, we have Loki and the Iron Mexican, the Mexican Iron Man.
Oh
The
yeah.
Iron Mexican.
What a cool
I
dude he
know,
is. Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, yeah. Rodriguez knows how to make film openings. I don't think anyone does them better. And RR, he has gotten better at finishing films. I believe to me now, having seen his complete career, Alita Battle Angel is probably his best movies ever done. Captain Trek, hey, there's a troublemaker himself, Captain Trek.
Captain Trek. Hail,
Captain
Captain
Trek.
Trek.
Captain Trek kicking ass today, man.
Yeah.
Rodriguez's sister, Patricia Vaughn, who's a great singer, is in Sin City. Yes, she is featured in a lot of his films, and she was in Almadi in Desperado as well. She's got a great singing career, and it's funny because she's from the same town of San Antonio with Robert. They have she's part of 10 kids. Robert Rodriguez, their parents had 10 kids. Her career is bigger in Europe than it is in America. She has a huge career in Europe. Huge. She goes like once a year and like does these huge um, tours. So yeah, guys, we're just having fun here, reminiscing, talking about the career of Robert Rodriguez. It's the 25th anniversary of Desperado. Incredible. You see, there he is with Kit Tarantino. In that, you
Yep.
know what? With that film, with that photo right there, I would have loved to have been that guy right there, just listening to those two guys talk. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, that's badass.
Especially with Tarantino's crazy encyclopedic knowledge of film and television and things
Hmm.
like that. I've had fun talking to him.
Mm. I did not pull any Salma photos because it's like we do.
Why
Oh,
not?
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have an alert. Salma is here, guys, to help us celebrate the 25th anniversary of Desperado. Ladies and gentlemen, Salma Hayek.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh my. I
Hey,
love
hey,
you.
do I know my audience or do I know
Hmm.
my audience?
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
I just
Love
like
her.
where I'm placed right now.
Dude. Nice one.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, mi amor.
Oh my
Ay, mi
goodness.
morena de mi
Still a
corazón.
beautiful woman, too. Still beautiful.
So, and
Amazing.
that's an older picture. This is her recently. She's still, look at her. She's in her
Beautiful.
50s.
Yeah, she's
Wow.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
just slamming. Latino
Hmm.
women.
Yeah, buddy.
Latino women.
Absolutely.
So, but back to the career of, sorry guys, didn't mean to blow it with my face, but back to the career of Raul Rodriguez, 25 years since. Uh, and again, this came out at The Wire like today. It's like I didn't hear anyone in fandom talking about it, and it's like he's done some cool ass fandom shit. Sin City, Alita
Yeah.
Battle Angel. Let's we I did the tweet today, so we gotta give this guy props, man. Um, love Alita and the actress Caliente. I agree, Alita is one of his best films today. RR. Um, and there's another guy we haven't mentioned from Desperado, and of course it's a great Danny Trejo,
Oh,
Machetes.
yeah. Machete.
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 So, you know, damn, what chica. That's pretty funny, man. Thanks everyone. Let's give shout outs to all our homies kicking it here. Shellback, Soul Assassin, RR, Cold Blooded Critic, Kai, Captain Trek, yeah, and
Hail
my
to you
boy.
all.
Hail, and my boy. So I think we're up to 93 subscribers now, and I think the other day Gary subscribed. Eric,
Oh, sweet. Nice.
yeah.
Wow.
He says
Damn,
he
dude.
said we're on his membership, and he says send me your send me in the private chat your page, and the numbers went up. So that's very
Nice.
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 Yeah, that membership stream was a lot of fun. I was giving Gary a hard time.
What level do you have to be? You have to be in the membership fee. 'Cause I'm a member, but I've never been in any of the membership ones.
Just got to get the notifications. Might get $5 a month or something, you know.
Mm.
Right, Eric?
Yes.
Is that correct? Or
I think I'm at the lowest level. I don't know. I'm a member of it, but I forgot what.
I don't know. The membership stream should be open to everyone, no? Or am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I believe it's open for everybody.
Okay. I always miss it. I hear about them later, but I never. For some reason.
He's trying to get better about announcing them like a day or two ahead. I know now that he has Lady Greatmaster, so maybe they'll get a little more. It'll be a little more organized.
Yeah,
Um,
she's
with that.
awesome. She's great.
Cool.
Oh, you got to be on the Jaloja level for the members
Jaloja.
only stream. Yeah.
I got you.
Okay, that's what it is. All right.
Proto Molecule, you'll just get a loyalty badge and exclusive gifts. Jaloja, you get the members only stream, and then there's the Gandalf that you get a bunch of other stuff.
Okay,
Got
there
it.
you go.
Gotcha.
I'm at Jaloja, I believe.
Yeah, you're Jaloja.
Jaloja. So wrapping up, I want everyone who's checking us out right now, and we give the fandom gives Hollywood a lot of shit, especially nowadays. I want you to pay attention and check out the work and the career trajectory of Robert Rodriguez and what he did. He created his own studio in Austin, Texas. He created an industry in Austin, Texas. He's created his own TV network out of Austin, Texas. He's put now thousands and thousands of people to work. International, national, regional. That's how you guys do it by maintaining your integrity and also keeping the Hollywood people that he needs to keep happy so his movies can get out there. Um, and so I really tip my hat off to him. He has really done what he said that he wanted to do. So, pretty amazing.
Gotta respect it.
Indeed.
And indeed. Okay, here we go. Let's bring up this last item. Writer John Ridley plans for diverse Batman to lead new comic series.
Diverse.
And he says, I think it's a pretty safe bet that if I'm writing Batman, it's probably a little more than a 47% chance he's going to be a person of color. Dun, dun, dun.
Of course, because you're not smart enough to create anything new.
No. That'll make Batman good finally. After 80 years of being terrible, he will be good now and valid.
I don't know.
So in the story, in the article, it talks about a possible. It says also too that there are black characters within the Batman lore that are already there for him to explore, and the Lucius Fox family might be might be a part of that. Let's get the comic experts' opinion right now.
After
Clobber.
you, sir?
That's
Oh,
you.
okay. Well, look, man. As soon as if you're in your very first thought one when you pull your head off the pillow and go to sit down to write any story is I want to see how diverse and how and how PC or woke I can be. Then I'm not interested. If you want to tell a good story with any character, that's fine. But no, I want to change Batman to fit my agenda.
Hmm.
I'll just tune out. I'll just say no, thank you. I mean, can't stop anybody. Do what you want, but it won't be my Batman. So I can't really, I just don't. I think that destroys the creative process. Go in if you're writing an established character. If you're creating your own characters, do your own thing.
Hmm.
But not Batman personally. And then, everyone's different. And that's fine. Just not for me.
Eric K.
Pretty much mirror the same thing. I think if you're gonna make things diverse, just make some new characters. It's not that hard if you have any talent at all. I mean, incorporate them in. I mean, bring them along, whatever you need to do. But why change existing things? I don't get it, because all it means is you're just pandering. It cheapens the fact that you have that character, and that I don't know. I just think it's
Yeah.
pandering, and it kind of cheapens it.
I like what Young Ripa, who's a very interesting commentator. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Young Ripa.
Hmm.
He calls it tokenized characters that are changed for identity politics reasons or whatever, to be more diverse. If they're an established character being changed or whatever, he calls them tokenized. And he is, of course, a black gentleman, and he doesn't like, for example, he doesn't even like Miles Morales or any of these
Hmm.
characters. He just says, just don't do that with characters. Create your own. And so many of us are just saying, look, don't change an existing character. You didn't create that character anyway. Just create your own. If he created his own character, it might be good. But
Hmm.
if that's where he's starting from with this creative process, that he's worried about wokeness, I don't think he's a very creative person personally. That said, someone else might be into that sort of thing. That's what keeps me away from modern stuff.
I mean,
Well,
if you look back at like cartoons when you're a little kid having the Saturday morning cartoons, and they had Super Friends on, they were that was diverse. I mean, they had, who was it? Patchy Chief, and like
Black Vulcan, Eldorado.
Eldorado, Black Vulcan, the
mhm.
Samurai, and it was very diverse both ways, villains and heroes. So uh, why can't you just adapt some of those characters or something? If you want.
Hmm.
It doesn't make any sense. What do you feel
Well,
like?
okay, yeah. So, here, here's what baffles me the most, guys. Um, and yet it doesn't, because this is what happens when Hollywood, for lack of a better word, screws the wrong person, and the person comes back later and kind of is going to rewrite some shit. John Ridley is an author, an accomplished author. I've read his book. Everybody, everybody smokes in hell. Great hard boil detective movie, detective novel. You guys would love it. He created Brother from Another Planet. Uh,
The
um,
film?
the film, wrote
Wow.
the screenplay.
Great movie with Joe
Screenplays.
Morton. Great movie.
No, 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 no. Brother from another. No, no.
Ah,
Brother from another.
I was thinking from
Um,
the '80s film by
yeah,
John
yeah. That's
Sayles,
John
starring
Sayles. That's John Sayles.
John Sayles,
Um,
Joe Morton. Great movie.
John Ridley has done. He wrote Three Kings. One of my favorite. A great movie.
Oh yeah, I remember
Um,
that.
he won the Academy Award years later for 3 years, 12 Years a Slave. Um, he won the Peabody Award for the television series called An American Crime. John Ridley is no hack. It just baffles me. Um, as like what you're saying, like um, why he, because this came out in the DC fandom with him and Jim Lee, and they did a panel, I guess. And
Yeah.
I put the article there um in the chat. Um, so I'm kind of baffled by it, but then I go back to Three Kings in the late '90s. The movie came out. George Clooney. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie.
Yeah, I remember the
Yeah, I
movie.
did. I see. Yeah, George Clooney. What Mark was it? Mark Wahlberg? Or,
Marky
Yeah,
Mark
Mark
and Ice
Wahlberg.
Cube.
Yep.
and
They go
yes,
after the gold.
We three be yeah we three kings be stealing the gold. We three. That's Spike Jones, by the way. That actor, that annoying ass fourth guy. That's Spike Jones, the director. Um,
I remember. Yeah.
John Ridley wrote the lead character black. Whether it was Denzel or someone who he wanted to play, it was black. He had a real bad falling out with David O. Russell and got, I think, however you bought out or whatever, David, rewrote it. Da 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 da. George Clooney's the lead.
Hmm.
You come,
Hmm.
you punch it up 20 years now into the future, which is now, and John Ridley's like, take off, Gone with the Wind. That shit's racist. And yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna you best believe that, Batman's probably gonna be a person of color. So I'm wondering, because this guy is so prolific, man. He could create a superhero in his fucking sleep.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what's his drive with this? Is it because he got screwed over with Three Kings? Because he had um I'm trying to remember. I think there was he had some disagreement even with the Writers Guild, and the Writers Guild penalized him. But like he's kind of like, that outlier, guy, but like, does good shit. So anyways, I'm just, and the fact that this didn't get caught up, Bounding in Comics wrote about it, but no one did a story on it.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, this is a really curious thing, how this slipped under the fandom.
I think he just. I mean, even someone who is very talented, creative, or anything like that doesn't
Hmm.
can be someone who's really not all that I don't know, wise in the ways of the world, or can be very woke. And even if they're really good at writing or anything, and he's kind of into the whole virtue signaling thing. Look at me, I'll turn Batman black. Woo, look how great I am. Yeah. So even if he is
Hmm.
a good writer, that doesn't make him. I mean, I don't know. Why can't he just write a, if he wants to write Batman? Why can't you? He's good enough to write a story with Bruce Wayne, and people
Hmm.
will judge it on those merits. Or create a black superhero that's similar. Look, these characters are often archetypes, and sometimes people create their own variations on these characters. Like you could create a black character who's similar to Bruce Wayne, do your own
Hmm.
type of story, and maybe do something similar. That's done a lot, but
Hmm.
to just take Batman and do that, here's the thing: they're allowed to do whatever they want, and
Hmm.
they're going to let him do it. Just don't call the rest of us all these istanphobes if we say no, we don't want Batman that way. We're not going to touch it,
Right.
and that's
Well,
and do whatever you want.
in
But
my
it's
opinion,
silly.
they're just using a character that is already established. They don't own the character. They didn't create it. They're just the custodians, if you want to say that.
Hey,
So
real
they should
fast,
be
real
building
fast.
upon
Sorry.
the
Let me just
foundation that it was.
give me one
Yeah.
second here. Soul Assassin, his internet went out. What did you miss? Here you go. Check out this story real quick, Soul Assassin, and we're talking about DC Comics and John Ridley getting together, and writer John Ridley is going to um, probably do a Batman of as a person of color. All right, go on, Eric.
Well, I was just saying that they're just the custodians. They didn't create the character, so they have no right to change it to something that it's not. They can build upon the story, but you can't just do a 180 on the character. I mean, that's if you want, make your own character. It's pretty easy to do if you're halfway creative, and he obviously is. So
I mean,
it seems like it's just done under malice almost, rather than creating something.
like part of me wants to like wait and see because like I have his book on my bookshelf, like like I mean he's a hero of mine, like he's a great prolific writer, and I loved American Crime. um but other part of it is like, dude, just create something new. Or let me ask you
Yeah.
this, Clobbering, in the Batman universe, are there any uh, heroes that are part of the Wayne family, anything like that, that are already black, that are already of color?
They've had a couple recently, and because right now and I've stopped really around the 2011 with the Screw 52, but after that there have been the Batman quote unquote family, if you will, has
Hmm.
expanded a little bit, and there have been some other people. For example, there was a black character that I believe, and don't quote me on this, but I think was Robin for a while, and different things like that. If he's talking about, say, Bruce Wayne gives a black guy, for example, the costume and says go be Batman, it's kind of one thing. I mean, it would be my cup of tea, but if he's changing Bruce Wayne's race, then I'm just like, dude, I don't know what you're doing. So no, so yeah, there might be one. I think there's one character that was a black Robin for a while, but again, they didn't. I don't think they didn't change Dick Grayson or Timmy Drake. They just had a different guy for a short time. I don't know if he's still around because in the modern books, because I don't read them anymore.
Mm.
But yeah, again, like I say, if this guy's idea is, look, he's a different dude, but for whatever reason he gets the mantle of Batman for a while. Again, not my cup of tea, but I could go, okay, that's fine. He's wearing the costume. To me, Batman's Bruce Wayne, and I'm not interested in anyone else being Batman, but that's just me. But if he's changing Bruce Wayne's race, I just find it. I mean, no matter how creative the guy is, I find that uncreative and unimaginative.
It's pandering, is what it is.
It is pandering.
And it's kind of insulting.
Batwing, there you go. Batwing, that's who he was. Sorry.
Yeah.
Batwing?
Yes, well done, Courtney. That's right. That's relatively recent, which is why I was fuzzy on it. 2011, they chased me away with the Screw 52.
I think Batwing was also in the cartoon, the new cartoon.
Oh, I got a nice picture of him. Hold on here. Coming up. But you were saying, Eric K?
I just said Batwing, I believe, was in one of the new Batman cartoons also.
Which one?
I can't even remember.
One of the animated films?
One of the animated cartoons that the kids were watching. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Maybe one of the films that the animated DC animated films or something, but yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, guys.
There you go.
This just in. Linda Carter says she'll play Batwing.
Okay, I'm in.
I'm in.
Linda Carter can do whatever she wants, buddy. We will take it. All the world is waiting for her. Oh, Linda. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there, brother.
No, but here he is. This is Batwing. Here we go.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, and again, he's not Bruce Wayne. I don't know his name because I wasn't reading the book at the time. Well done, Courtney. I don't know anything about him other than I knew that he had been there for a while in the Screw 52. And as you can see, he has a totally different costume. If the guy used him Again, it wouldn't matter to me anyway. I wouldn't be reading it, but I can respect it a little bit. But not that but Bruce Wayne should just be Bruce Wayne, be what he is, what he's always been for 80 years.
R says the deconstructionist path they are on will end with all these characters going away, which is the goal for many. Yeah, and
Yeah, there's not going to be a DC by the end of the year anyway. Dude, again, Paulie, if you remember, that fandom went on for 8 hours, and they barely promoted any comic books at all.
mm-hmm.
Virtually none. The new Milestone books a little bit, but it was movies and TV, and that was almost all of it.
Oh, Shellback needs a Linda Carter break.
Well, who doesn't?
Wow. I am a man of the people.
Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Was I saying something? I can't remember now. There you are. We see you, Paulie. Figure out.
Hail, Linda. Hail. Oh, wait a minute. I can't put that.
No, man.
I can't be putting anything on.
That's some CB right there, buddy.
I still like where I'm at.
You got the spot, brother.
Absolutely.
You're all so problematic, you pigs. My God, you guys are just so toxic.
Whatever. Huh? What'd you say? Huh?
What a co-host. I like that.
You're toxic.
Yeah, she's been my co-host since day one.
Nice.
Well, definitely better looking than I am. So
better looking than probably everyone in the entire universe. Probably. I mean, if there's a better looking woman than that right there in her prime, I'm terrified to look at her. I might drop dead.
And she looked good the other day at Fandom.
Oh yeah,
she's in a sexy outfit. It's like you go, woman.
Almost 70.
Yeah.
I mean, Gal Gadot is a beautiful woman, but Linda, man.
You know, Gal has really grown on me. I used to think of her just as a kind of like model looks, but she is rather stunning. You know,
yes,
she
is, and she's great. I really hope that that the second movie. But didn't I hear Patty Jenkins left?
I heard about that. Yeah, she said she's done with DC, but then who isn't?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Gal is, though, she's actually athletic. I mean, you can tell that she's had some training. She knows what she's doing when she like moves. It doesn't look like, say, our favorite Brie, where it looks like.
Come on.
And her character,
it's such an easy target at this day. Time,
yeah, low hanging fruit, man. But yeah, the Wonder Woman on the old TV series was very different from the comic book or cartoon one in the sense that, I don't know if you guys have watched it recently, but when she's dying a prince, she has no powers. She has to actually, for some reason, be wearing the tiara and the bracelets and do the spin around to get the powers and things, whereas Gal the whole time has her powers and everything. So they've changed a lot. That's why she was always able to be captured on the old show.
Well, originally, when they first wrote the comics, if she was tied up with her wrists together, she had no powers or something like that, because the guy who made Wonder Woman was into all the tying up and all that good stuff like that.
William Moulton Marston, who also created the lie detector. Everyone knows that.
Yep.
Eric K., someone wants to say hello to you.
Hi, Bree.
Okay.
Who photoshopped that ass on it? Never mind. Hi, Bree.
Eric's like, okay.
Okay. Bree, you can leave anytime now.
If you guys have anything to say, I don't want to hear it. Keep it to yourself. Bree's not so bad. Come on, guys.
He's not so great either.
Yeah, she'll do in a pinch.
I guess if you're drunk at a bar.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
1:45
Oh,
in the
wow.
morning,
Bree who?
and
Who?
Oh, Bree something or other. I forget now. Oh my God, man.
Salma.
Salma. Yes. Somewhere she's messing around on YouTube, and she landed here by accident. She said, "Oh, Latino Slant, that's
Mm,
interesting." And she landed on it.
mhm,
There's her picture with a couple of dudes talking about it. She goes,
mhm.
"Oh my God."
she can have my toxic
Shellback for
male
the
gaze.
yeah, Shellback with the stunning insight. The only thing that would make either Linda or Guile more of a specimen of the beauty is a little more junk in the trunk. I'm not complaining, mind you, just saying, LOL.
Hmm.
Oh, right.
Oh, I see.
Salma, that's right, brother. Salma.
Bloody hell.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. I just wanted to kind of talk about those news items. Sean Connery, happy birthday, 90 years
Wow.
old. Sean,
Happy birthday to Sean Connery.
yes, there he
Yeah,
is.
we went from that to gazing upon beautiful women.
Oh, we do that in every show. I do that in every show, bro.
That's true. You
Yeah,
always bring up Linda, so
yeah.
My Bond
Also,
there.
go ahead.
I'm saying my favorite James Bond.
Mm.
Yeah, that one's from Goldfinger. It looks like right there. That shot, greatness. Love it.
You got Indiana Jones, Hunt for Red October. You got The
Yep.
Rock. You got Medicine Man and The Untouchables.
Yes.
Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday, man. Uh,
the bottom
God,
right is the
God, I
one
wish he
with
was still. I wish he was still doing films, man.
yeah.
Especially now, we need dudes like him, man.
There
Uh,
ain't no. Yeah, he's rare. He was a man, dude. Yeah, he was fantastic. So
some hombres, man. And happy 25th anniversary to the film Desperado by Robert Rodriguez, Antonio
yes,
Banderas,
indeed.
Salma Hayek, Steve Buscemi. Uh, Congratulations, man. And then yeah, we got the debate with John Ridley. And I put a bounding
Yes.
in the comics. I put a bounding in the comics um, link in the chat. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for the late night slant. Um, Thursday, 4 p.m. We're gonna have a big show, big show, big show.
Really big
Uh,
show.
we're a big
Really
show.
big show.
This week we're gonna have Mexican Iron Man and Loki as our special guests. Oh, you know what I could do, guys? Let
Great.
me see if I can
Great.
do this. You guys wanna see the new? It's not. You guys want to see the new trailer? It's the new intro to the show.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
throw it
not a
up.
big. All right, hold on, guys, hold on. I don't know if I can because I don't think I converted it. Hold on, it's gonna let me check. So for Thursday night, we will be with Loki and Mexican. We're gonna do our last um use. Let me see. We're gonna do our last DC overlook. Then we're gonna go into the 80s. Yeah, I haven't transferred it
Nice.
yet, guys, into
That's cool.
uh,
Love me some
um
80s. Love me some 80s.
so the 80s is we're gonna cover 1980 to 1985, in particular Latinos in film and in music. So we're talking movies from Scarface to El Norte, music from Tierra to what else do we got? Los Lobos, I believe. But it's really cool what I put together. Um, so that's this Thursday, and then next week with Clobberin, we're gonna continue that and go 85 to 90, and we're gonna have movies like La Bamba, Colors, Los Lobos. So you're gonna have to do a little reviewing, Clobber.
I will. I did see La Bamba, which I
Yeah.
loved. It was a great movie.
Don't forget Ramirez and Highlander. Oh, we talked about him. We talked about Highlander.
Just don't
We,
talk Highlander 2 and you're fine.
yeah.
I was and remember Entrapment with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
dude, man, he had so many chicks in this. Yeah, he was a baller, man.
Man, yeah,
He was a
yeah.
baller.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Yeah. So great career. We got it. We got a lot of great memories with Sean Connery.
Hey, Catherine Zeta-Jones was in a movie with Antonio Banderas, also with Marco Zorro.
Marco Zorro, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that wasn't a bad film.
yeah, yeah,
Anthony Hopkins in there. And
yeah,
Anthony Hopkins as original Zorro. Hilarious.
Yep.
yeah. That's right. Yeah,
You're the
Legacy
dark
Zorro.
eyeliner.
I like Duncan Regehr, but of course I like Guy Williams is my favorite Zorro. But I'm old.
You showed your age, man.
Yeah, man. You guys got to come on with me again. It was great having you on last night there, Paul. And had a bunch of cool people on there. Love it.
Yeah.
You
Sweet.
know,
And I got my new toy for the week. I'll be
nice. You
your
got any
announcers.
cassettes to play in it? You got any cassettes around there?
I do. Here's the thing, is that those cassettes would be at my storage in Santa Monica. So I have to go. They're with all my Star Wars figures, which are
Mm,
the
great.
majority of that collection is like sealed.
You got the
Sealed.
vintage figures, the old ones.
I don't. It's
What you got?
from the 90s.
Power of the Force series. Cool. That's
Power of the
great.
Force, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Nice stuff, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
cool.
my friends, I want to thank you guys so much. I want to thank everyone in the chat. We're at 93 subscribers. It's a lot of fun. I
Pass
want
me
to
up.
thank.
You pass me up, buddy.
Hey, I'm representing the Latino community. I better be. Um, I want to thank my good friend joining me on my show for the first time. Well, as a chat member, Courtney Blackman, who's my buddy from Austin, Texas.
Hail,
Courtney,
Courtney.
hail, Courtney. And let's thank everyone that came by today. Shellback, RR, looking at, you know who we didn't say hi to? We didn't say hi to TWTG content. Hail,
Hail, TWCC.
what's up, man? What's up? Soul Assassin,
Soul Assassin was here, yeah.
Cold-Blooded Critic,
Yeah.
and my co-host Kai causing trouble earlier on,
Hail, Kai.
and Captain Trek. So
Yes, Captain Trek.
really great,
Great crowd.
And yes, before I thank you guys, we do have to thank one more time our
Your co-host.
my co-host. Where's she at? Linda?
Oh boy.
So I get these images because I'm in this FaceTime Facebook group, Linda Carter Original Wonder Woman. And
Yeah.
the images that they put up every day, and these are put up by women, are amazing.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. You know?
I've got two lady friends who cosplay Wonder Woman very nicely. They have great costumes and look wonderful like them. And yeah, I've been at cons with them, and they got a little bit of attention, you might say.
Courtney, hail all, yeah, man.
Hail, Linda. I like
Hail,
that.
Linda, and then some.
Take
Yes.
a bow.
Shellback just comes for Linda.
Yeah, he's got the sound off. He's just watching Linda.
Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm trying to take this off. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So yeah, like Soul Assassin, Shellback, y'all are getting your cups very soon, and Clobberin and Eric K.
You're too kind, sir. I'm honored.
So yeah, one of my supporters, man, did a run of cups for me, so we're gonna get those out to people. This week it's just the co-host, so then I'll start mailing them out next week. All right, guys, want to Clobberin, want to pitch what you're doing next, please?
This Friday, of course, this is the king of comics, the great Jack Kirby, the greatest creative force in the history of comics, in my opinion. The reason there is a Marvel Universe. Actually, today's the anniversary. 50 years ago today, he launched the DC's Fourth World, Darkseid, and all those characters. But he also created and co-created most of the Marvel Universe, many things. He is the greatest comic book. He's the king of comics for a reason. And Friday, we'll be celebrating his what would have been his 103rd birthday. I was lucky enough to get to meet him twice, and it was the greatest 2 times of my geek existence. And so I've been celebrating all month, and this Friday I'm going to do a tribute show again, as I did earlier in the month, talking all things Jack Kirby, the king of comics.
You want to put your link in the private chat real quick. Let me get that out to everybody.
I'd have to dig that up.
All right, well, maybe
prepared.
I'm prepared. Sorry, man. Eric, you got anything
sorry, man.
you
want me to grab the link for you and put it in there?
Yeah.
If you don't have to, but I do appreciate it if you're. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I could get to it. It just takes a sec.
No, I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm used to doing this stuff all day long, so
my computer's slow like me.
There you go.
Hail to the king. That's right. Hey, without Jack, there ain't no billions of dollars for Marvel MCU movies that they've been making. That's a man right there.
Let's see.
Yeah, and
I think I got the right one.
Clobbering Times is the name of the page. I haven't put that show up yet, but
wait,
but I got the my normal page.
Oh, wait, I got the right one now.
Okay.
Gave you the first one. First one was the wrong one.
Oh, don't pay attention to the first one, guys.
Don't pay attention to that first one.
That one's wrong. Don't click on it. Don't click on it. Click on it.
There we go.
Okay.
Now I got the right one. Sorry about that.
Thank you, man. I
just
appreciate
delete that last one.
I don't know if anyone here is even interested in comics like that, but there you go.
There you go, guys.
Do a lot of other stuff. We do comics and everything too and stuff. So that is, of course, if the hurricane doesn't wipe me out before that. I should have said that.
Well, I know Courtney would love to check out your streams, man. He knows his stuff, man, and Clobber knows his stuff. That's why it's great to have him with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
Eric, you want to say anything?
Hey, Paulie, you always have the nicest guests, the nicest people on the channel. That's why I come here and hang out with you a little bit and get to debate and talk and do all that good stuff. I will probably see you all probably tomorrow. Gary will do a live stream, so I'll probably see you on that, and definitely see everybody on Friday Night Tights.
Yeah.
Eric, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you, sir. Nice to meet you.
It's been nice meeting you too.
Good luck out there with the man. Be careful, be safe.
Hey, it's nice hearing a voice behind the chat. So
yes, indeed. I've seen you at the chats many times.
Oh yeah.
Paula, you are a great new friend, my brother. I just cannot tell you how blessed I am to meet you and honored to be here, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you as well, brother. Feeling is mutual. We'll see you guys very soon. Remember, Latino Slant, I have a new video coming out on a movie review of La Llorona. It's really good, that film. And then the big live show for us Thursday night, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Subscriber 77 here. I've got to bounce, guys. We're going to bounce right now. Let's go out with our theme song. And we'll see you Thursday. Much love to everybody, and wherever you're at, this is my little saying. Keep your slant fuerte. Paz y dale gas.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant. The slant. All right, Paul, let's go. Thank you.